Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Anna, and I'm a manifestation coach. I have many years of experience in conscious manifesting, and I have several years of experience in coaching clients. So, even though the channel is brand new, I am quite experienced in this. And since the channel is new, I thought that it would be a good place to start to discuss why manifesting actually is important, hoping to get you as passionate about it as I am, if you're not already. If so, let's explore this together. So, why do I think that manifestation is important? For different reasons. The biggest one, the main reason being, is that you can't switch it off. You are manifesting whether actually you know it or not, whether you believe in it or not, or whether you want it or not. You have been, we all have been manifesting all our lives, and we will always manifest every experience that we will ever have. So therefore it's very important to understand how this works so that you can control what you are manifesting. And therefore you are not learning to manifest, you are actually learning to master what you are manifesting. Every experience that you're having in your physical reality, in what the manifesting community likes to call 3D. And I think that term also, along with lots of terms that are being used, comes from Neville Goddard. The 3D reality being the physical reality that you're experiencing. All of it comes from your inner world. So what you are mastering in reality when you are mastering manifestation is that you are mastering yourself. You are mastering your imagination, your thoughts. You are becoming the one who controls it, because in reality you are the master of your imagination. But if you don't know that you are, you may allow outside circumstances to mess with your mind. This is something that happens a lot, and this is something that happens even to experienced conscious manifestors. Sometimes things happen, and we are human beings with human emotions. And if I don't want to say if we allow it, because sometimes, yes, we do allow it. Sometimes it just messes with us. But when you are as you are becoming more and more experienced with this, you learn how to control what is going on in your inner world so that you can control what you are actually experiencing in your outer world. And yes, sometimes it can feel like a lot of work, and sometimes it is, especially for those of you who are just beginning. When you are just starting out with figuring out what thoughts and beliefs you have about certain situations, about yourself, right? Because you are the core of it all. You are the center of your own universe. Everything in your experience comes from you. So it's very important to know what beliefs you have about yourself. So when you're just starting out, there may be lots of things, you may have lots of beliefs that are not serving you, that are creating experiences that you don't like, that even inner experiences, even emotional experiences, fears of things that maybe have not even happened yet. We've all been there, right? Or negative experiences that keep repeating themselves in different situations, or in the same situation, sometimes with the same people over and over, or the same problem with different people over and over. These are all products of our belief system. So when you're just starting out to figure out what beliefs you have, what you want to change, and you start to work with yourself, you may notice that it's a lot of work. And sometimes you may even think it's not possible. But it is. I'm here to tell you and to hopefully convince you that it is absolutely possible. You need to start somewhere. And yes, it's a lot of work sometimes, especially in the beginning. It gets a lot better, I promise you. But sometimes we just accept that, yes, this is work. But it's just so important to do the work because you're doing it for you. There's no one else except yourself who is going to change your belief system, change your inner world, change your own feelings, your own beliefs, your own assumptions about things. So realize that even though it might feel difficult, and sometimes we even have moments that when it's not really difficult, but we become lazy. This is also something that happens. Again, we've all been there. You just find ways to get back on track on working with yourself. Manifestation is a work you do with yourself, on yourself, and especially for yourself. You are doing this to start experiencing a better reality. Start having experiences that you actually choose. Start having experiences that help you grow, help you become bigger, more abundant. And more abundant, it can be in love, it can be in health, in money, in whatever topic you choose. So this is why I find that it's so important, and we who find out about this are so blessed that even if we have to go through a period where, yes, we do a lot of work, but when you come on the other side, when you come out on the other side of that quote unquote work, well, it is sometimes a mental work, you realize that you have freed yourself from a load that you have been carrying around unnecessarily. Because and the only reason people do that, every one of us who have done that until we find out that we can actually control our experiences, is because we don't know. We didn't know. We believed some things that we don't have to believe anymore. And I was about to say we believed some things that weren't true. But once you believe something, it becomes true for you, even though it may not be true for me. In your reality, it's the truth. It's your experience. And whatever you believe to be true, your mind has to push it out so that you experience it, so that it proves your belief true to you. And therefore, your work is in your inner world, in your inner reality. And when you do that, you start experiencing life differently. And as you do that, the work becomes the work. I keep saying work, but for the lack of a better word, the work becomes less and less because you get rid of those beliefs and you replace them with beliefs that serve you. And so you start experiencing situations that are joyful, that bring you happiness, so that the next thing and the next thing and the next thing you manifest, you start out from a place where you are happier than before, where things feel, especially if you're working on specific parts of your self-concept, you become more confident. You realize that you're actually worthy of the best. And that's a whole different place to start compared to in the very beginning, where you may have beliefs about yourself that say you don't deserve this, you can't have this for whatever reason. So this is my take on manifestation, and especially why it's so important. It's important because you learn to experience things the way you want them, instead of things being served you from the outside. So Joseph Murphy, if you're familiar with Joseph Murphy, he always says that if you don't control your own imagination and your own beliefs and assumptions, this is not a quote by the way, it's the meaning of what he's saying that I'm trying to explain. I don't remember the quote, but I think he repeats this in several of his books and lectures. So he says, if you don't control what you believe, your circumstances will, and you don't want that. You don't want that. And you know why you don't want that, because the world may show you things that you actually don't like. And there's a key there. There's a key for you to take that and know that you are only experiencing it because of your own assumption. But if you don't change the story, you are going to take what the world, the external, the physical world, right? You're going to take what it's giving you and make it and reinforce your belief about it. So therefore, either you control your imagination and therefore also control your physical experiences, or your circumstances will. And of course, circumstances don't matter, but we will go more into depth with it in future videos. So I really hope you enjoyed this and make sure to subscribe for more videos on the topic of manifestation and really whatever else that comes with it, because for me, again, manifestation is not about getting things, it's about a deeper spiritual growth. Even when you are manifesting a simple object that is actually a bigger phenomena than what it looks like in the 3D. So subscribe and hit the bell icon, and see you in the next video.